What's in your wallet?
I'm so old.
I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5 explosive hot dog carts.
Ritualistic blood magic.
Laser shooting chesty statues.
Don't watch movies unless we tell you to.
Hey everyone, Will here. So the reason why you are not hearing Phil's very well thought out introduction right now is because we had a small error occur with a memory card. Most of the episode is still intact. We just lost the very beginning banter and the first few seconds of Phil's recommendation. So I apologize about that. I'm certain this is all Craig's fault. I just haven't quite figured out yet. Anyways, here's most of our episode on Ghostbusters. Starting with Phil's recommendation for the movie Thrash.
Movies with my best friend. So in this movie, there's like a big ass hurricane that is hitting the. We're in South Carolina in the movie, and it's like flooding this like coastal town so much that like the water like it does a Katrina and like breaks the levees, and then it floods up to like second floor windows of these houses, and it also happened to have pushed all these sharks like inland. So bull sharks are the sharks that are in this movie mostly. Bull sharks can live in saltwater and freshwater. Yeah. They will often like go up freshwater streams to like eat and mate, I think, or do other shark things. So like it has some fun quote unquote realness to it, and it has some other fun like sharks hunt with electrical signals, or electrical impulses. So it has a couple of things there where it's like, oh, there's kind of science there. This is kind of fun. I like this. And it's like there's some like problem solving with the characters, and it's like not. I'm not recommending this as like this is a good movie, but this is a very enjoyable like hour and a half of your time, because it is not long either. It's an hour and a half. So like you're not gonna be waiting around thinking like, oh, this movie's boring now. And you get some good like satisfying. There's 3 like foster kids in like a bad like abusive household, and like immediately that the parents are gonna get got, and they get got, and it's good. It's real good to watch. It's good to watch a bad guy get ripped apart by a shark. Ripped apart by a shark.
Okay, Phil, did you see
Why did
Crawl?
I do that? There's so many single word creature
it's
movies.
Literally the same thing, but with gators. And it came out like maybe 4 years ago.
Now that sounds good. Oh, is it on Shudder? I think I might have. If it's on Shudder, I might have just put it on my list. If it's not, I just saw it somewhere.
It's not a sci-fi original. Like this came out in theaters and all that. Like it was a legit movie. But it's the same thing. A hurricane comes through, and then there's just gators everywhere. Alexandra Aja was the director. He also did
it's on Pluto, Paramount. I feel like I just saw this in a list somewhere.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean that sounds great. I love creature features, and I love critter movies. If there's animals doing animal things, I'm in. If there's giant versions of animals doing animal things, I'm in.
Yeah, I also like those, because it's like it is horror adjacent most of the time without being too like upsetting. You know what I mean? Like
I always thought I didn't like horror movies for the longest time, and then now I'm realizing like, 1, I love horror movies, but 2, I grew up liking a very specific subgenre, which was creature features. Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't really like horror. But then I'm like, what movies I'm like thinking back, like what movies did I watch? Oh, all the like creature features on sci-fi, because you love those. Those are in the like, they're a subgenre of horror. So you did like horror this whole time. Yeah. And now I've like branched out, and now I like all of them.
To me, when I was a kid, a horror movie, it had to have a scene where something terrible was happening to somebody in their bedroom or in a house. Do you know what I mean? Like that to me was horror movies the thing that was scary about them was not only was something scary happening, but the setting was banal. It was always like you know what I mean? Like in a creature feature, it's like
I think you mean banal.
I do mean banal.
Thank you.
Yeah. A creature feature would be like, oh, a guy in a laboratory made a thing, and now it's loose in this laboratory. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm never in laboratories. I don't have to worry about that. But I also, and then the other thing is like, a ghost in someone's house came into the kid's room and made their like dolls come alive. I'm like, well, I have a house.
Room.
I have a room.
Yeah.
I have a house. I don't call them dolls, but you could say they're dolls.
Yeah. My action
One could
figures.
argue. I wouldn't call them that, but somebody could maybe argue.
I found out later that Belle and Beast toys were Barbie. I didn't know. It was bought for me.
Now, Alien, you don't find that scary because it's in space.
I might have found that one scary, actually.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
That one I think crosses
yeah.
all versions of scary because it's not just a creature feature. Yeah, so that's my recommendation. Thrash on Netflix. It's very fun. It's an hour and a half. Enjoy an hour and a half for me.
Sounds good. Craig, do you get anything?
Yeah. So the quick one I watched last night was Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
Is that the one that just happened?
Yep.
Okay.
So that just came out, and it is not a mummy movie at all.
Oh, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, it is a possession movie. That is all it
Yeah.
is. If you like the insanity of, because this director did know, if you liked that movie, you're gonna like this one just for the visuals because it is very gross. Like there's just a lot of
the trailer made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's a very uncomfortable movie. Plot wise, not super great on certain things. Like a lot of people didn't really like it. I'm fine on it.
Yeah,
because I knew what to expect, and I'm fine with most horror movies. Because I like to try and meet them where they're at, as opposed to being like, it should have been this, man.
That is such a that to me like changes movies if you meet the movie where it's at.
Yeah.
But it is so hard to do, especially with all the amount of IP stuff that we have these days. It's like, you have something that says like The Mummy, and you think of the Brendan Fraser or
like, oh, they dropped a trailer for The Mummy. I was like, don't watch that.
Don't do that.
It's not the one you think.
Yeah,
Blumhouse literally, all of their advertising for it was, this movie does not have Brendan Fraser in it, please.
Yeah, for real. I mean, but yeah, and then like, yeah, that's when you get like so many angry people on the internet being like, it should have been like this, and it's like, well, you're stifling artistic expression when you say, and they're like, screw artistic expression.
Yeah.
Give it to me, give it in my mouth, put it in my maw.
Give it to me, stinky style.
What?
Everyone's weird expectations. Everyone just feels like they've been cheated.
Yeah.
They've been tricked.
Oh my God.
And it's an insult to them.
People need to watch more Tubi.
Moment.
They also need to like chill out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just the reviews I see, they're like, this is not at all what the trailer made it sound like. It's like, how about you just go into a movie?
You know what freaking trailer made me uncomfortable recently? Have you seen any of the Insidious movies?
Oh yeah, that one.
I've not seen any of them, but the trailer for that
dentist
one
part.
Really, I was watching it and I was like, I don't know if I could handle that, and I don't usually have a problem at all.
Yeah,
that was, and the like where she's in the like cushion fort.
Oh,
and then she goes too far, and then both sides are like endless. I was like, oh no, I don't like that. Well, I don't know why I don't like that, but I really don't like that.
We were like the only ones in the theater, and I'm like, just stand up, idiot. It's a pillow fort.
It's couch cushions, you idiot.
Movies with my best friend.
Yeah, so just the fact that no one wants to think critically.
No.
And yeah, everyone is owed something. That's like the American way.
Yeah, the thing that like nobody watches something and assumes like lets the artist take them. They go like, okay, show me what you got. And it's sort of like, I'm always kind of going like, yeah, but who are you? Do you know what I mean? Like, who are you to decide what this is going to be? Like, why? Like, I run into this where people will like give me advice on videos, and I don't mean like people in my life. I mean like randos on the internet will be like, "Hey, I think you should probably do this." I'm like, "And who are you?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you know about this? And they're like, like, oh, I feel like as I'm owed. I'm like, oh, that's where you're wrong. Actually,
Yeah.
You're not owed anything. This is something you're consuming for free. You know what I mean? And even if it was something that you paid money for, you're not. It's not owed to you to be the thing you want it to be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You can't cater to every single person.
And also, like, you didn't commission this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and even if you did commission it, it's still not really yours.
It's their relationship has been tainted or twisted, where it's now there's a lot of people who go to specifically movies, go to a movie, and it's, I'm going to this for this to be something I like, rather than I'm going to this to see what this person has created.
That's
and
what
then I'll decide later if I liked it or didn't. But either way, I did a thing.
I mean, that's what I was feeling about like the Super Mario Galaxy movie, where I'm like watching it. I'm like, this is just it's almost like I wish they would do something with it. You know what I mean? Like, because it looks exactly like and then it looks exactly like the games and stuff. Like there's no original designs in that whole movie. Yeah. And I was even watching a trailer for He-Man, and like they're making He-Man look exactly like the cartoons, and I'm like, that kind of sucks. You know what I mean? Like, there's no.
Yeah. Everyone learned their lesson from Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. It's
the original movie. You can never be different.
Yeah, and I don't know. It kind of feels like they're like, here, look, we're making it look exactly like. It almost is like we're like doing AI slop. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like we're doing the AI now. Like, AI is popular, and that's all that AI is. Like, people are like, look what we can do, and what they show you is He-Man fighting Goku.
Ghost is just gonna say Goku fighting someone.
Yeah, it's always like Goku fight, and they're like, look at this, isn't that amazing? And I'm like,
this only took me 7 minutes.
It only took, and I'm like, but what are you? Nothing new is happening here. It's all rendered in the same weird, hyper-realistic style. And what they're doing is doing choreography you've seen somewhere else before. Like, this isn't...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have
like,
Goku fight He-Man in the style of the sword fight in the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie in the blacksmith shop.
Right. Yeah. And it just looks like that. And then, but it's like, it's not even like a fan art person who's like, I'm going to take Goku, I'm going to take this character, I'm going to put my spin on it, and I'm going to animate it in a cool way. No, it's just like, hey, I'm fighting, we're fighting. And it's just like,
I'm fighting. Why is my arm inside my chest and then out of it again?
Yeah. The Tom Cruise fighting Brad Pitt video made me so depressed.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
It's just it's like one of those things where I can't help but marvel at the technical achievement, but to what end is what I'm getting frustrated with. It's because what are we doing with it? Like, I don't want to watch. Like, the only reason why people are going, wow, check this out, is because you've done something novel, in the sense that, like, you've made two people do something they did not consent to doing.
Oh.
and you're going like, isn't it crazy that a computer can do this? But what it's doing is just synthesizing like four things. Do you know what I mean? It's like when somebody put the guitar, like a good saxophone sampling into a piano or something like that. Like, when they first did that. It's
almost like when somebody took the lyrics or some of the lyrics to Sweet Home Alabama and then the music to Werewolves in London, and then mashed them together, and then Kid Rock on top of it. It's almost like that. It's almost exactly, but not nearly as bad.
Yeah. What I really hate about that song is the things that he is describing is like, just like Michigan, like northern, like just like going out and the amount of people online you have to defend and go like, okay, Kid Rock sucks, but actually Summertime in Michigan's pretty great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so actually this part,
Michigan does rule.
However, we have so many lakes. It's this, what he's describing is exactly correct. The feeling.
Also, you'll never see Kid Rock. That's one of the actual biggest benefits if you're in that area, you'll never see him. Yeah.
Found a little chip that says cup.
Oh.
No idea what this is from.
Okay.
It's probably from me. I need it for my cup.
So I'm sorry, I meant that to be a quick one, but
Yeah, there was no way that was going to be a quick one.
yeah, I know. So my real recommendation, I'll make this part quick.
Oh.
I already talked to you about it, Phil, but The Wailing is a
On
South
your
Korean
guys'
film.
other podcast, you talked about it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's just called work.
It's
Our
just
work
it's just
phone
called
calls.
work. So it's about a small village where people start getting sick randomly, and they blame it on this Japanese man that has recently moved to the area.
Interesting.
Which turns out South Korea and Japan, there's a little history there. So-
Everybody in Japan.
I know.
Oh, boy.
So read into that as you will.
Oh, boy.
Japan has been notoriously the bad guy for a very long time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So very good. And it keeps you guessing because you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I see what's happening now.
Yeah.
You think you outsmart the movie, and then it just is like, you think you're smart.
Yeah.
I have heard really good things about that movie,
Yeah.
and you gave me the recommendation, so I got to go watch it. I did watch a long video on YouTube about Unit 731 in Japan.
Hmm.
I
I don't know that.
World War II.
Okay.
Real
Already
bad.
bad.
Real bad.
Yeah.
Real bad.
Yeah.
Like the things we know about World War II on like the Western Front,
Yeah.
but like somehow worse because I didn't know about them.
Yeah.
It's not to the same scale, but some of the things that they did are some of the most horrific things
Also-
I've ever heard of.
Also, they were doing it to other Asian people, and we're sort of fine with that idea. You know what I mean? Like as a Western culture,
like
we're just-
through the lens of history, we were fine with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it was always, I remember hearing about that like late high school and being like, oh, this feels like a creepypasta from like
Yeah.
the internet. This isn't real. And then now it's like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Anyways, Will,
Oh,
do you have a recommendation?
I do have a recommendation. I have been playing the shit out of Hades 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I
nice.
bought it on sale, and so Hades, the original game, it was one of those games that like I did not think I would like because I'm not a huge fan of the like isometric sort of top down sort
Yeah.
of view, but for the game just like wins you over so fast because
Mhm.
Zagreus, the main character. So the story of the first one is you are Zagreus, son of Hades, who just recently discovered that who he thought was his mom is not his mom, and that his mom is not in the underworld.
Mhm.
And so he's like, I'm going to leave the underworld and go meet my mom.
Does he think his mom is Persephone?
Well, no, he thinks his mom is Nyx, who is, but he finds out later that his mom is Persephone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that's
Cool,
Hades'
cool.
real wife from
Yeah.
Greek. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what's great about the game is like it has like like every time you do a run, you pick different weapons and it changes the way it feels every single time. And then there's also like this social element to it where like you'll be going along and you'll get boons, and when you get boons, you talk to the different gods. And they'll just be like, hey, Zagreus. And what's just like a magic trick in the game is just how they'll talk about things that immediately had just happened. And it
Mhm.
feels very alive. And you go back to you go back to the House of Hades after you don't make it out. Because it's one of those games, you play and you die and you play and you die. And you go back and, people will be there or they won't be there. And it just feels, it's so many of those like roguelike games tend to get really repetitive or just negate the idea of doing story at all.
Yeah.
But this
Yeah.
one both has a compelling story and it works where you just keep going back and it's like, it's like the same like half dozen people. But then like the 10th time you go, suddenly somebody new is there.
Mhm.
And you're just like, oh, who
That's
are
gotta
you?
be so exciting.
Yeah, it is very
Yeah.
exciting, and it's like done in such a way. So, but what's fun about it also is that you are basically an angsty teenager whose father is Hades, and you're rebelling against him. You're just like, I want to get out of here, Dad.
And he's tired of your shit.
And he's just like, are you kidding me? He's like, you can't leave. Like, and like the thing is if you know Greek mythology, Hades isn't the Hades we know from Hercules. Hades is like the only one of the gods who isn't a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he is like a bureaucrat. So like he seems evil because he's in charge of the dead. But like literally his job is just like making sure that the dead show up and that all their things, you know what I mean? So he's a very no nonsense guy. Anyways, so that's the first game. Super fun. Second game is like, it's everything that it reminds me so much of Tears of the Kingdom because it's very, very similar in the sense of like how it looks and how it plays, but it's like just more. It's like on top of it, you know? But this one's also like an actual, like the first one's fun because you are basically a rebelling teenager who essentially just like wants to see his mom, you know? But in this one, it's like many years later and the world is at war again with Kronos. So it's like bigger stakes. It's not as like, I don't know, it like lacks that sort of like fun sort of charminess. It doesn't lack it. It just doesn't have as much of it because Zagreus is a very quippy, snarky character. And in this one, Melinoe is Zagreus' sister, and she's a lot more like she's not funny.
She's more like, well, I thought for a second it was who's the first boss in Hades?
Megra.
Yeah, I thought it was her at first. When I was like, very lightly, but like, oh, Hades 2. I'm like, and I started playing Hades. I'm like, oh, this kind of looks like her. I wonder if it's the same character.
No,
like, it's
so
her story now.
This is like later on, like it takes place like afterwards, and like the House of Hades has been taken over by Kronos, who is, if you know anything about Greek mythology, that is all the gods' dad. Kronos.
He's the big bad.
He's the big bad Titan who ate all of the gods except for Zeus. No, he ate all of them, and Zeus found his way back out.
Yeah,
and pulled everybody else out. Anyways, so this is more like wartime. Like it's more serious, but it's got like twice as much to do in it, and it is like it's unlockable on top of unlockable. So like you do a run and you immediately like afterwards, like it's one of the most fun things to just run around and like give your friends nectar, which is the like sort of social currency.
Love giving my friends nectar.
Yeah. and then you could, in this one, you can go to the hot springs with them and stuff. And like, you know, so there's like social element. There's a lot more resource management in it. But it's all a lot of the same. It's the same, but there's
is
just
there
twice
a Gorgon
as much.
head that is your maid?
No, there isn't a Gorgon head, but there is a one that's. But Dusa is like all the characters are in it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like a lot of them like you're like, what happened to them? You know, so I don't know where Dusa is at this point in my playthrough because like all the people who were in the House of Hades are like missing. They're like, you know, I don't know where Zagreus is. You know, and I finally I found Hades the other day, and it was like, oh, he was like chained up. Yeah,
aw, poor guy.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's, I don't know, it's like I've put like way too much time into it. Like I'm shirking responsibilities to play it. In fact, I almost canceled on you guys so I could just play it, and then I thought like that's probably not gonna work.
Listen,
yeah,
we know I've done that.
Yeah,
but no, it is just like. Phil, do you ever play
like that?
Have you ever played any of the Hades? Did you play
I played
the first one?
Tiniest bit of the first one.
Okay.
Steve talks about it all the time.
I love it. It's so fun.
because I think you can get the first one for like dirt cheap now.
No, not, yeah. I mean, Hades 2, I think I bought it on sale, but at full price, it's only like $25 though.
Yeah. So I know the first one's real cheap at this point.
And
so
you can buy it on anything.
I should just buy it on PlayStation.
Honestly, some of the best games in the most replay value are the ones they sell for like $30 at the most.
Oh yeah.
And the ones that are like 9 hours long,
are
like $70.
Yeah,
like, why did I do this to myself
look
again?
at the water that they did.
I know.
Look at the water
I know,
that they generated.
And like just the characters in the thing that's crazy is the character models are tiny in the game, and so when they talk, you see a big portrait of them, and there's text, but it's voice acted, and the portraits like don't move at all, but somehow it is still
very
so
dynamic,
incredibly expressive, and you get like a great idea of these characters.
Awesome.
And it just goes to show that like that's one of the things that's great about I think video games is because it is such a mix. It can be such a mix of so many different mediums. You know what I mean? Like you have the voice actor in there, you have the art, and you have like, I don't know. It's
the like written story.
The written story. And then the thing that it's all interactive. So like you'll have something crazy happen to you and you'll walk back after it happens and everyone was like, so what was that about? You know, like they'll be talking to you about the thing that just happened.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Will,
yes,
I just beat last night a game that you would love. It's called, I don't know if you heard of it, Resident Evil 9.
Oh yeah. Seems like something I would really enjoy.
Really seems like a Will game.
I mean,
is it?
Yes.
Let me guess. Does it take place in a house?
It does. A very large house, and then a hospital, and then...
See, I have a house.
The one with the dominatrix woman that follows you?
No, that's 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was Resident Evil Village.
Will would love that one.
No, this one actually... have you played any of them?
No.
Okay. Phil?
I played the tiniest bit of 4 on the GameCube.
On the GameCube, okay.
And I couldn't control anything, so I think I rage quit almost immediately.
Okay, got it. So I know who I'm talking to now. No, it's one of those, because the original Resident Evils, you could only save if you had an item, an ink ribbon.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, idiot, do you want to make this harder on yourself? I'm like, I feel like I kind of have to because I played enough of these games. And so the amount of times I died and had to redo that, like, you basically have to redo large sections.
Oh my gosh.
Because you decided that you were going to be okay. And then you just made the dumbest mistake. So it's very much a trial and error for half of it because you play as 2 different characters. There's Grace, who's, this is when you have a lot less bullets. And you're much tougher bosses and stuff.
I remember a lot of early Resident Evil. I remember I watched people play it.
Yeah.
Was like having your doing a little Tetris with your inventory.
Yes.
It was like moving your inventory. Like you're being chased by like rabid mutant dogs, and you're like, hold on, everybody. I gotta open my little box and like move my piece of paper and my key I got here and my handful of bullets to make sure I got enough space for this. I don't know. Key card I found on the ground.
Oh yeah, it's bad, and it's funny because if you played 4, you play as the same character, Leon.
Yeah, Leon. I've heard a lot about him.
He's just like an action, like they have no qualms about it. He is an action movie. He's got quips, and he's just kicking everyone's ass. His sections have so much ammo. You were just killing everyone left and right, and then you play as Grace again, and you're just like, you feel so weak, and you're just like scared.
That's fun,
shitless. But it's so much fun. It's such a great game.
When are we doing like a boys play scary video games?
I know.
Night?
I got the VR.
Yeah, never.
And, we'll just hook you up to it, Will, and see what happens.
I can't do VR with my glasses.
I don't know how much respect you guys have for me.
Does it fit over your glasses?
Yeah, it fits over your glasses.
My glass, I've never found one that fits over my glasses. I got a wide ass head.
When you come over next.
A wide ass head.
Well, yeah. But on the side it says for wide ass heads.
Okay, good.
And white head asses.
Well, that's not me.
Oh, okay, good.
Anyways, Hades 2.
Yeah.
Speaking of wide ass heads
and spooky sort of spooky scariness.
Speaking of busting,
we don't have a lot to say about this. I'm going to guarantee it.
We watched Ghostbusters, which is a 1984 American supernatural comedy film directed by Ivan Reitman. Reitman? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And written by Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis. It's starring Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Sigourney Weaver, Harold Ramis, and Rick Moranis. 105 minutes long, a budget of $30 million. It made $370 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And how do you think this is sitting on Rotten Tomatoes, Phil?
100%.
What about you, Greg?
I know it's not, but
People are weird. I'll say like 92.
Is it actually like 89?
No, Craig has it. It's 95.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
barely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I just start this out?
Okay, sure.
5 out of 5. This is a perfect movie. End of discussion. We're good.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean,
I almost said we
Truly-
should make this a joke and just like not cover Ghostbusters at all.
Truly, I think this is like an all-timer for me, and I don't
Yeah.
know if I realized it until this rewatch that
Yeah.
I was like, I love everything
so
in this movie.
yeah. So I
So
was the one
much.
who I picked this movie because I rolled cinematographer. And the cinematographer is the same as what movie did we? Miss Congeniality, which is funny because also Ernie Hudson was also in that movie.
Yeah.
No, and I picked this because I don't remember why. I don't know. I think
You didn't want to roll an unlucky. You didn't want to take a chance on a movie.
Yeah, I don't think I did. I wanted to watch something that we had seen before. I had seen 100 million times, and I mean, this is one of those movies where it's just like, yeah, this is exactly everything I want in a movie in this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it is. It's super fun. It's exciting. It's interesting. It
is a perfectly executed fast casual meal.
Exactly.
There's no character growth.
Yes.
There is. It's one of those fascinating movies where this should not work.
Well,
there's no way this should work.
I am like comparing and contrast this, not to bring up the Super Mario Galaxy movie again.
Jesus.
But
forever.
But that movie, like it's so weird.
I get it.
It is the same thing where there's no character development. It's not about anything. And Ghostbusters really isn't about anything either, you know? But what it is sort of, we've talked about
busting.
this. I mean, it is a little bit of that competency porn where it's like, oh, you're just watching somebody be good at something.
Yeah.
You know, and it's fun. And like Bill Murray's character is a jerk.
Yeah.
Like his character's seemingly, I think the reason why it works is because of it's all hangs on Bill Murray's character. So for those of like Bill Murray plays Peter Venkman, right?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Who is part of like the crew. So like Dan Aykroyd's character and Harold Ramis's characters are like real academics. Like they are interested in the paranormal and the supernatural. But Bill Murray's character seems to just be doing it to try and get laid, or because he just is in this field now. He like made a bad choice, like lost a bet. Who knows?
Yeah, is it like just a job for him? Not
and
so
now
much
he's
a career.
just like
grift.
doing it to get by, and so he is somehow both the like skeptic, the leader, and the everyman in this movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like because he's not like spouting a bunch of like gobbledygook like Dan Aykroyd's character is constantly doing, or Egon is constantly doing, he somehow is both. He's incredulous to the movie for us. So it kind of gives it this like sort of, it doesn't take itself too seriously because of that character. And I think that's like a big part of why it works.
But
you know,
it does also take itself seriously enough.
Oh yeah. Like yeah.
Because on the other side of it, you do have obviously like Harold Ramis's character and Dan Aykroyd's character that are like way more serious about the actual like busting of ghosts and the paranormal side of it.
Yeah, because
but then you also have like the implications of the ghosts and like the other things. So like we talked about this where it both takes itself seriously and doesn't take itself seriously in the exact proper amounts that it should be doing.
The incredulousness, but it also like at no point is it ever saying, if you're believing in ghosts and the idea of like scientifically studying ghosts, it never says that's stupid. Do you know what I mean? Like it never is making fun of that. And that's partially because Dan Aykroyd's like grandfather was an actual Ghostbuster or something like that. Like, have you ever, wait, do you know this? Do you know this about Dan Aykroyd?
No.
Okay. Dan Aykroyd is a certified insane person.
I love that.
Yeah. He, I remember a while ago I watched a documentary. It was like Dan Aykroyd on UFOs. And it was a bunch of like, it must have been like somebody somehow, like a student at a university somehow knew Dan Aykroyd and just interviewed him about UFOs. And it was the most unbelievably unwatchable thing I've ever seen. Because like, yeah, he like legitimately believes in ghosts, and like he comes from like a family of Ghostbusters, of like people who like paranormal investigators. That's the actual word.
Yeah, nobody actually busts the ghosts.
Yeah, no, he like Dan Aykroyd has a very strange mind. I think like that's part of why he's made such great movies. But like every single time, every story I've ever heard of every movie that he like the Blues Brothers and this movie, his script has always been like something like 500 pages long when he like turns it in, and well, this one was originally supposed to star him and John Belushi, and I think maybe take place on the moon, which is what I've heard in like the early scripts. It was like supposed to be futuristic. Okay, so like they were like ghosts.
I think Ghosts on the Moon might have been too much.
Yeah, and so they
Ghosts
like,
of Mars maybe
had to like. That's why, I mean, that's where there was like a whole section where they go to like a castle in Scotland or something like that.
I remember that being one of the original
they go
pictures.
to castles, and that's where the blowjob scene is originally from, like that. But like somehow that little bit just kept showing back up.
Yeah,
we gotta keep this
it
up. I wonder why.
Like, Dan, you filmed that before we even got the script for this.
Yeah. So yeah, no, he's like a legit crazy person, which is why. Yeah, and like Harold Ramis is also an interesting choice because he wasn't and isn't really an actor, you know.
He's a director.
Yeah, he was a director, but he just like he just fit the role. Yeah, or the role was written for him. I'm not quite sure, but
so I have to say this because you kept not naming their characters. It's Harold Ramis is
and Poo Poo.
Yes,
Egon,
Spengler.
Yep.
And then Ray Stantz.
Yeah. Ray.
Yep.
Egon Spengler.
And then
they don't make names like that anymore.
Zeddemore?
Zeddemore.
Who's that?
That's Ernie Hudson.
What's his first name?
It is now I can't.
Zeddemore is his last name?
Yeah.
Huh. Do they ever say it?
I don't think they say it. Winston. They call him Winston.
Winston.
Yeah, Winston
Okay.
Zeddemore. But if you look at his, has Zeddemore on the Ghostbuster.
Yeah, Ernie Hudson's character, it does kind of stink. I feel like his character is like a little wasted potential, because he comes in at the very end,
He comes about 3/4 of the way through, and I remember even as a kid being confused why a lot of the promotional material left him out.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's one of the Ghostbusters. What the hell is this?
Yeah. It is really weird how that kind of, it's all 4 of them, but then you look on the poster and it's the 3 of them, Yeah. Because they're like the original ones. But I don't know.
Did they write him in later?
Well, yeah, I think he was originally conceived as the audience surrogate character, right? So like he's getting a job working at the Ghostbusters, you know what I mean? And so like he's supposed to come in at the very beginning, like the Ghostbusters are hiring, and that's the start of the movie. But I think they ended up going like, well, we kind of gotta like show how they get established. Like that feels like that's important. Yeah, we can't just hit the ground running in a world of ghostbusting. Yeah. And I feel like that's why his character shows up so late.
So people really know that busting makes you feel good.
Yeah. So yeah, it is one of those things where it's like it doesn't follow normal movie beats in that way. Like it does in the sense that it has like a climax, like, it starts, there's the inciting incident when they get fired.
Again, busting makes you feel good.
It makes you feel good. There's the fun and games section where they're actually doing the busting. And then things start going downhill when like Zool shows up. Yeah. And then they have the whole climax. And Dark Night of the Soul moment is when the thing explodes.
Yeah.
Anyways, it fits those things, but like, I don't know. There's no like, yeah.
So I know this is what everyone's thinking about, but how is this a very conservative movie? And is it actually a conservative movie?
So yeah, I've heard people say that this movie's about nothing, and then it's also a conservative movie because the main characters are small businessmen
and hate battling the government,
and the Environmental Protection Agency. Which, if you were raised by the certain brand of Republican I was raised by, which is the big business good, any sort of red tape regulation bad. This is like the most Republican movie. Even at the end, like when Dickless doesn't get his way, they make an appeal to an authority figure, who is the mayor, and they go over his head. And the more responsible male father figure steps in and says, no, listen to me and do what I say, So
it's one of those things where like I think you can't. It's fun to do that bit, of like, oh, yeah, Ghostbusters is such a conservative movie, but then it's like, I don't know.
Most movies, in hindsight, have a conservative slant because it's in the name. Do you know what I mean? Like anything conservative is staying the same. Progressive is moving forward, you know.
Especially if you're looking at an older, hindsight, like older movie.
Yeah, this is a 40-year-old movie. Any movie that you look at that's older is going to feel more conservative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just by sheer nature of time.
Yeah, in its own way, like doing the ghosts thing is definitely like making a statement about the afterlife, which is definitely making a less than conservative vibe, I feel like, with that alone.
Yeah. And the idea of like conservatives being like, well, yeah, like if you're watching it from like a now perspective, you're really like, well, it can't be conservative. It's pro-science,
Right.
And conservatives are, it's
right. Yeah. It just doesn't. It's a fun bit until you go like 2 steps in, and you're like, I don't know if this really.
I don't know. Peter Venkman is kind of like the ideal boomer.
Well,
archetype,
here's
though.
the thing, though. Here's the thing really made it not a conservative movie is that he doesn't rape Sigourney Weaver's
that's
character.
True. He doesn't.
You're right.
My theory just fell apart.
She has agency.
Yeah, because at one point she's possessed.
Until she's possessed.
It's funny, like, I think I rewatched this movie for the first time, like, a few years ago, and I think I had only watched maybe the TV version, because that scene where she's, like, seducing him and it's like, I want you inside me. I was just like, huh.
Yeah, I don't remember that part. Maybe I was just too young and didn't know what that meant, or didn't really understand
this part.
Yeah. But like, and he is, he's very much like, oh, no, I don't think I could live with myself. If, I don't know. It's like, that is one of my favorite scenes where he's just like, please come down. And she's like flying over. Yeah.
It's this movie it's constantly firing. Like, either it's quippy bits from
Bill Murray,
or it's like, fun ghost shit. This movie is
Ray accidentally summoning the Stay Puft Marshmallow
Man.
Yeah.
I tried not to think of anything. It just popped in there.
Somebody who could never hurt us.
Yeah, and we were talking about it while we were watching it, but like
silly, like
it is one of those movies where it's an ensemble kind of movie. Like Bill Murray's character is kind of the main character, but like each one of them fills a fun role. It's fun to see them play off each other, and they feel distinct, like Egon's like the egghead, the like total nerd. And then like Spangler, Egon Spangler. So what's Ray? Stance. It's another last name. So Ray, Dan Aykroyd's character, he's also an egghead, but he's like an enthusiastic, childlike.
He's more I think he's more of the paranormal one, whereas Egon is more of the scientific.
You know what? It kind of their dynamic is. It reminds me a lot of the Mythbusters.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Yeah, where like one of them is like always excited about the things that they're doing, and the other one's just sort of like, yeah, we'll see if it works.
We'll see if it works. My giant walrus mustache.
Yeah,
but we didn't even mention like Annie Potts as Janine. Like she's great. Of course, you have Rick Moranis as Tully. They give them much bigger parts in the second one.
Yeah.
Well, but also like Rick Moranis' character is like, he feels like a jokey throwaway character. You know, because like he's just like, oh, it's just Sigourney Weaver's.
He keeps getting locked out of his
apartment. You know, but he becomes the key master. You know, and he becomes a much bigger part. So it is sort of like it's a lean movie. You know what I mean? Like there's no like extra. You know, like this character,
there's just enough like meat on the bones of each part of it.
Yeah,
to like keep you fully invested, and it's just. I mean, there's not a lot to. It's an absolute classic.
Yeah, it's fun.
And if you haven't watched it in a while, you should go watch it again.
Go back and watch it.
It's a great comfort watch.
The second one's also great.
Mm-hmm. No matter what anyone says.
I really liked it. I think we talked about it. I think I've watched that one many more times than the first one.
Yeah.
And then
much scarier to me as a kid.
Yeah. I mean, that's got Vigo, some much freakier stuff.
Just the face.
And everything getting slimed is very...
Yeah.
And the slime that's like in the subway like freaked me out for some reason when I was a kid.
Yeah. Oh, the ghost train?
Yeah. All I remember about that movie is the painting, like the mean looking painting, which I remember as a kid going like, that looks like that guy's about to... That looks like a guy. That's going to be a guy later who comes out of that painting, right? Yeah. And then he does. I'm like, I knew it. I knew he was.
Can't trick me.
And then I also, I remember like the museum. So like she changes her job completely from cellist to like museum retoucher, right? In the second movie.
Oh yeah, but it was the like 80s, 90s. You could just do
whatever you wanted.
But
you could just start a new career.
That and there was like, and then I remember, the whole building is covered in jelly.
Yeah, and they have to get into it with the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah,
also great.
That's right.
So
all of the other ones are pretty okay.
Forget all those. Here's what you should do after you watch the second one: play the video game. For like Xbox 360, because that does your whole thing where you're the stand-in, like you're the new recruit,
you're the new guy, yeah.
But everyone came back and did the voices.
Really?
Yeah, this is like 2006.
Yeah, I remember that game. I remember when it came out, it being marketed everywhere, and I think it was because they got everybody.
Yeah, it's legit. I mean, it's not like the best game ever, but it's
isn't
good.
It like kind of top? Is it top down or no?
No.
I'm thinking of something else. Yeah,
but no,
is it reverse backwards?
Yeah, for some reason you're always looking behind you.
Nice, but through the back of
That's
you.
my favorite kind.
Yeah,
they call that the 3.5 person view.
Craig, you've seen all the Legacy reboots, right?
Yeah,
the
first Afterlife.
Yeah,
that one made me mad.
Yeah,
because they just like dredged up the ghost of Harold Ramis. They're like, hey, look at this. I'm like, ugh, I don't like that.
I didn't love that one. The Frozen Empire one was all right.
Yeah, I like that one better.
Of that one. I just watched the other day. After, like, I think it was the day after we watched this one. I watched the Gender Swap remake.
Yes,
I enjoyed that. It was fun.
Yeah. That's a pretty solid movie.
Fun bits.
Yeah,
Craig, you said like the funniest bit
was
ever
near the beginning.
Was it the fart? Because that got me pretty good.
I think it was that. I'd have because it involves it
involves like a recording of something, and she goes to listen to it.
No, it's not that.
Okay.
It's the guy from the later seasons of The Office, Gabe.
Oh, he's in that? I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
That part really got me.
That part really got me as well. But there's the part where like she's like, oh yeah, listen to this recording. I found like it's a real EVP of a real ghost.
Yeah,
and she like puts the headphones on and goes to listen, and it's just a fart noise.
Yeah,
it's like really really quiet, and then it's a fart noise. I'm just like, that's so dumb.
I mean, I remember when it came out and people were just so
furious.
They were furious, and they're like, I'm like, even I love AVGN, that's Angry Video Game Nerd, because he does a lot of great horror movie reviews and like great love for all that stuff, but he's just like, I refuse to watch this movie because it's just like I can't even, why would they ever do this? And everyone's just like, it's just It's just a
Yeah,
joke.
I mean,
what's the big problem here?
There is like 1% of me that kind of understands this idea of like if you look at it from like a corporate point of view, where it's like these like evil corporations just going like, what's the word, like sort of popular thing to do? Oh, I know, we'll put women in things. People like women, you know what I mean? So like it feels cynical in that point of view. So like I can see like there's like part of me that's sort of like, oh yeah, that is kind of like, yeah, maybe they're just doing it to like do it because it's the popular thing and they're trying to make money. But it's also like, then you have to ignore a lot of other things. And it's also like, yeah, but at a certain point you are just yelling about a movie about women now.
Yeah.
Also,
You know? So like maybe just chill.
I think it's fine to feel that way of like, yeah, I don't like that they're making this movie as just like a cash grab.
Yeah.
But if you watch the movie, it's not the same movie.
Yeah.
It's like the same
ideas
of characters, kind of.
But it's barely a remake.
It's barely it's just there's 4 Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
that's like the only.
Yeah,
and
3 of them
York.
are white and 1 of them is black.
That's like that's the only thing that's like totally similar. And then Slimer's there, but like you watch the movie, there are other movies we should be getting mad about.
Yeah,
if we're
for
going to
real.
get mad about movies, it shouldn't have been that one.
Yeah.
Because
But also
it was fun.
So like Ghostbusters is another one of these franchises like Sonic the Hedgehog, where it's just like it is somehow still around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like never been good ever since the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
it's been adequate since after the second one, or after the first one, really. The second one,
and it's just
fine.
like they just
it.
keep trying to make it happen. I feel like there are a few others that are like that. It's like Transformers has become that, you know, where it's just like, oh, no, here's another one of those, you know, and it's like no one's even paying attention anymore. But because it has the name, people are go like, hey, do you want to go see the new Ghostbusters movies? Yeah,
Jurassic
I'll go check
Park.
it out. Jurassic Park's the other one. Jeez Louise.
I watched
that's
the newest one.
Prototypical.
Yeah, that's the.
I watched the newest one.
Serviceable.
I had my issues with it. I think it was better than the Jurassic Worlds.
I just
but
don't
I just
care.
wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't crazy into it.
I like the first Jurassic World. I think it's fine.
I remember liking it.
hated
it was fine.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Why?
I didn't love it.
Why would an amusement park make a dinosaur that can turn invisible?
Yeah. I mean, you gotta
You-
throw
you
all
The
have
whole
a
point
zoo.
is to have people look at it.
It's a zoo.
Yeah.
Why would you make it turn invisible?
Make it more visible.
Make
guys.
it more. Make it glow.
Make it glow in the
Make
dark.
it juggle.
I think-
do entertaining things.
I think I mentioned this before, but the second one, Fallen Kingdom, the fact that it turns into a horror movie, the second half is like a haunted house because it's
I'm trying to
dinosaurs in their
remember.
house. If you think of it as a mad scientist movie, like Science Gone Wrong in that sense, like it becomes
More palatable.
more palatable.
But
But again,
I think I'm just still not gonna go.
Yeah.
Looking
Also,
for
Jurassic-
it again.
Jurassic
I only
World.
watched the newest one because it was on an airplane.
Jurassic World was one of those movies because like I had been a big Parks and Rec fan, and so I liked Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
And then when he was Star-Lord, I was
Mhm.
like, oh my God, my boys made it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because I like loved those movies, and I
and then
loved Star.
he made it.
Yeah, and then he made this Jurassic Park movie, and I was like, oh, cool, Chris Pratt's gonna be in the new. And I'm like, oh, wait, is he a bad actor? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, oh no, like, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so I had picked that. Whose turn was it to pick next? I believe it
Crayon.
was.
Tis mine.
Do you remember what I rolled for you?
Yeah, it was the editor.
Editor on this movie. So what movie are we watching next?
Okay.
Got Ghostbusters 2, Ghostbusters 2.
Let's see.
Gotta be.
Where am
I
I?
think it's probably
Okay, yeah, I'm
Ghostbusters
not
2.
picking that one.
Ghostbusters
I
2.
won't make you guys watch Psycho 3.
Thank
okay.
you. I haven't seen Psycho 2.
Okay,
Yeah, that would be a spoiler.
if he did Psycho 2, I would have picked that because that is actually a good movie. Surprisingly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Psycho 2, as in like the sequel to.
Psycho.
The sequel to Psycho, not the remake of Psycho.
Okay.
Yes, because there are 4.
He made a sequel. Was it Alfred Hitchcock? Who
Oh
made
no,
the,
he was
okay,
he
yeah.
was dead by that point.
When did the sequel come out?
like the late 1980s or the mid 1980s.
Okay, so like 30, 40 years later?
No.
When's the cycle?
Oh yeah,
come
I'm
out?
sorry. From the movie, yeah, but Alfred Hitchcock had only been dead for like 4 years.
Okay, I just meant like yeah. This.
Yes, it was
legacy
way
sequel,
after.
baby.
Okay.
No, because
I don't know why it took me so long to form what my actual question was, but
Yeah, I was just there for the ride.
So this guy has done Space Jam,
Okay.
Sweet.
Beethoven, Evolution,
Welcome to the jam, baby.
Evolution, was that movie where
with Dan Aykroyd.
where the solution was Head and
Oh.
Shoulders?
Yes,
That movie is
probably really bad. I remember seeing it in
Funny.
theaters. Twins, the other Ghostbusters.
oh boy.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Ooh,
Okay.
There's
back
some
in
good
the
ones in there.
60s,
Out of
maybe.
Africa, which won Best Picture. But I am going to be picking one that's been on my watch list for a long time. It is by director Elaine May, and it's called Mikey and Nicky.
I've never even heard of that.
I'm putting us right back to the 1970s, baby.
God damn it. Why are we just a 70s movie podcast now?
Okay, so here's the description. Nick is desperate, holed up in a cheap hotel, suffering from an ulcer and convinced that a local mob boss wants him killed. Desperate and terrified, he calls Mikey, his friend since childhood and a fellow gangster. So begins a long night
Of kissing.
of kissing. 4.1 out of 5 on Letterboxd. So take that as you will. Peter
I won't
Falk,
take it.
John Cassavetes, and Ned Beatty are the main characters. And
okay.
John Cassavetes, film snobs will know him as a director more than anything.
Is Ned Beatty related to Ned Devine?
Ned Beatty is not related to Ted, or who is the other Beatty?
Warren Beatty?
Warren Beatty. Yes, they are not related
Well,
as
that's
far
not
as
what
I know.
asked.
I know what you asked. Ned Devine is not a real character.
No, he's a real character.
He's a character. He's also dead. That's the whole point.
Anywho,
Yes.
so that's what we're watching
they wake him
next.
up.
We're watching something called Mikey and Nicky.
Yes.
I rolled for Phil a 1. So actors.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you have to find an actor from this. So we could be watching The Princess Bride.
Oh, you know what?
What?
It has M. Emmett Walsh in it.
Oh,
And so you have lots of choices because
who is
he
that?
is
That means nothing to me, Craig.
okay. So he is a very popular character actor who was in, as recently as a couple years ago, he was in Knives Out. So
Okay.
you have he can do Iron Giant. It's right there.
Oh, I love that guy. I just looked him up.
Yep. Oh, I mean, everybody knows him. You
Mhm.
know him as soon as
Yeah.
you see him.
I'm looking at him, yeah.
You can do Racing Stripes starring Frankie Muniz.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that the one where he's in the? No,
He's a zebra.
that's not what I was thinking.
Okay.
He's a zebra?
Yeah.
I was
in
thinking of
Racing
the Disney
Stripes.
Channel original movie where he's in a wheelchair and he goes to wheelchair heaven.
What?
No.
I will
that
not
one.
elaborate.
Free Willy 2. Yep.
All right.
Harry and the
reading off-
Hendersons.
stop reading
I'm
off my choices.
sorry.
I
I'm
want it to be a
sorry.
surprise.
Okay.
It's going to be none of those.
Okay, good. But you have a way out of the 70s again, so you're welcome.
Yeah. 5 out of 5?
Oh, yeah.
Oh
5
my
out of
gosh,
5.
yeah.
Dogs and cats living together.
5 out of 5. Yes, it is true. He has no dick.
Yeah. 5 out of 5. Ray, when somebody asks you if you are a god, you say yes.
5 out of 5. No one steps on a church in my town. 5 out of 5. This guy's a sailor. We can just.
5 out of 5. Busting makes us all feel good.
Yep.
There we go. That's it. I couldn't think of a single one.
There's too many lines.
Yeah. Your turn, Craig.
Thank you for liking and subscribing to the podcast. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Something, I don't know if we're on TikTok. Who cares? If you want to tell us who the Ninja Turtles are for these characters, we can
I
actually
feel
do
like
this.
this is an easy one.
Easy. Okay.
Is it?
I don't
maybe.
know. I said that
Yeah.
just because there's 4 of
Egon
them.
does machines.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
obviously.
Egon is Donatello.
Venkman, he could be.
He could be Raphael, but I feel like he's got to be Michelangelo.
He's gotta be Michelangelo.
Michelangelo. That's right.
And I feel like Voldemort. What's Ernie Hudson's name? Zeddemore.
Winston, yeah.
Winston.
I feel like he's got to be Raphael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which leaves
Leonardo for Ray.
that doesn't
which is
really
that's
feel
his
We
right.
already
name.
made this point,
Yeah.
is that Bill Murray is basically 3 Ninja Turtles in one. He's
Right.
the
Yeah.
leader.
True,
Yeah.
He's kind of like the
He's
goofball.
kind of-
goofball and the smartass,
Yeah.
like kind of angry one.
Oh yeah, he's just not Donatello. It's
Yeah.
it's one guy and like 2 Donatellos and Ernie Hudson.
Yeah, and Ernie Hudson, who was just
In
there.
Splinter.
And then April O'Neil obviously is Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, who's Casey Jones then?
Sigourney Weaver.
This
okay.
episode is brought to you by Janet Chodas. Hey, that's my mom.
Hey.
If you
Hey.
want to hear your name shouted out and want to help support us, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com.
If you like what you heard, please tell me. I need a confidence boost.
Yeah, me too.
Seriously, all of
Then
us.
For
We're
real.
all just kind of looking for compliments every day.
It's the
of
only
our
reason why
lives.
I do anything.
This machine runs on props.
Yep.
That's all for this episode.
Okay.
I'm Phil Kessel.
I'm Will Chodas.
And I'm Craig Spooky Norland. Ghost.
Golly.
Ghosts. Blowy.
You know what movie isn't a 5 out of 5? Avatar. That's a 1 out of 5 movie.
God, I forgot about this.
Brought to you by Mumble and Shrug Productions.